Rugsėjo 11-14 dienomis Vilniuje lankėsi nenuilstantis taikos ir atjautos skleidėjas, Tibeto dvasinis lyderis Dalai Lama XIV. Tai buvo jau trečiasis šio Nobelio taikos premijos laureato, ilgamečio Tibeto politinio vadovo apsilankimas mūsų šalyje. Aš esu paprastas budistų vienuolis, tik vienas iš 7 milijardų. Susitikimuose vis kartojo Dalai Lama, pabrėždamas kiekvieno asmeninę atsakomybę ne tik už savo paties gyvenimą, bet ir už kitą žmogų, savo aplinką, bendruomenę, gamtą ir visą pasaulį. Susitikimuose tvyrojusiai susikaupimą ir jaudulį vis nušviesdavo Dalai Lamos šypsena ir šelmiškas juokas, o jo išsakytas paprastas mintis apie svarbiausius dalykus lydėjo artumas ir pagarba žmogui. Žmogiškųjų vertybių propagavimas – mano svarbiausia veikla šiandien, kad ir kur eičiau, kad ir su kuo susitikčiau, teigia Dalai Lama. Kiekvienas žmogus siekia laimės, tačiau laimė slypi ne piniguose. Mumyse yra laimės šaltinis. Tai liudiju savo gyvenimu ir patirtimi. Bernardinai.lt turėjo galimybę pakalbinti Dalai Lamą jo vizito Vilniuje metu. Šiame trumpame pokalbyje klausėme apie smurto apraiškas viešojoje erdvėje ir teisingą atsaką, nesmurtinę jo paties laikyseną ir esminę žmogaus prigimtį – meilę.
We as a human being, we must think not only our present day, but future, even generation to generations. So therefore, it is impossible to remain indifferent what is going on. And we must analyze whether there is possibility to change these things or not. I feel possible change. Because basically, I believe human nature is more gentleness, more compassionate. Look, you see these young children. And also biologically, you see the constant anger, constant fear, anger or hatred, very bad for our health. More compassionate heart, very good for our physical. So that means this physical go very well with positive motivation, or positive sort of emotion, such as compassion, these things. Anger, hatred, fear is against our physical sort of nature. Therefore, we consider human nature is more compassionate. However, I think you can find differences. People in big city, people in countryside, same human being, same society, but because of the environment, makes some differences. So our environment today, very much materialistic sort of environment. Not sort of seeing any value of compassion, as you mentioned, aggressive, too much sort of competitive. Through that way, for temporary, you gain some sort of benefit. Long run, very harmful. I feel much sort of depend education. Existing education system today is actually very much oriented material value. So generation who grown up that kind of education and that kind of sort of lifestyle, just materialistic lifestyle, then just matter, no room of compassion. If you if you have some expensive ring, if you kiss that ring, no response. Cat, dogs, if you show affection, they respond. So we are not kind of mindless matter. We have this mind, emotion, feeling. So affection, love is very, very important for human being, irrespective of whether believe religion or not. As a human being, see, we need human love. The very way we born, we grown up with mother's milk, with mother's physical touch. As soon as we born, if mother show us anger, not give milk, not take care, within, I think, 20, 30, 40 hours, we will die. So that's the basic human nature. Education must sort of include, like usually in our education, existing education, the hygiene of physical is there. Now hygiene of emotion is highly necessary, include. Number one. Then we should have more sort of holistic sort of view. Then the presence of the world condition, world reality, heavily interdependent. That's the new reality. Like Baltic states, you see, very much heavily depend on your former boss. And also, you see, since you joined European Union, so your future very much related with the European Union. European Union, their future also depend on the rest of the world. Europe, Africa, America, Asia. That's the reality. So now, according to that reality, thinking just we, that I think God. We must consider whole world as a part of we. And we really need sense of oneness of 7 billion human beings. That we really need. If you see what we call a star war from sort of alien sort of world, then I think the whole world may unite. So similarly, within our own domestic problem, now time comes, the whole humanity must work collectively as a one sort of entity. When we look holistic, then we can see these things. When you look just Lithuania alone, then no matter what happened other, you see, so long, day-to-day your life is okay, then finished, then sort of satisfied, okay. That I think, ancient time, okay. Now modern time, I think that's, unrealistic. I think basically, since Mahatma Gandhi, you see, carry non-violent struggle for India's freedom. Then, at that time, may not much sort of attraction from outside the world. But then, gradually, the Mahatma Gandhi's non-violent sort of struggle very much sort of attracted South Africa. So, Nelson Mandela, Bishop Tutu. I think South Africa, very successfully, through non-violence, they gained democracy. And one time, some Palestine leaders also used to talking about non-violence struggle. And then, great sort of leader, the Martin Luther King in America. He really committed fully about non-violence. So therefore, now, unlike, I think, early 20th century or mid-20th century, I think now, 21st century, I think more and more people really showing interest about non-violence. So non-violence not only sort of was the violent action, but like you see, corruptions, also a form of violence, and cheating people, deceiving people, also a form of violence. So these are everywhere: cheating, bully, exploiting, and corruption. I think these are clear signs we are lacking serious sort of belief about non-violence, because we are lacking education about non-violence. I think recent events on this planet, I think clearly demonstrated, no matter what sort of good motivation, good goal, as soon as you touch violence, then unexpected sort of negative consequences will happen. So I think violence, war, ancient time, relevant. Now modern time, irrelevant, outdated. Your neighbor, I think another neighbor, or say the late President Havel, as soon as he became president and a free nation, we met, and since then we developed some special sort of friendship feeling. Then Poland, like Ahunsa, so very close friend of mine. And there are many others of Nobel laureates, and many scientists, and Bishop Tutu. I always consider these people same human being. Whenever I meet people, even president or king, queen, I always look firstly human level. If that level acting, I mean showing genuine human being, there's no barrier. If the second level is too much emphasis formality like that, then difficult. Equal, physically, mentally, emotionally, equal, and potential, equal. If you ask scientists what differences in sort of our genes, no differences. Circumstances, environment cannot change basic human nature if you have certain awareness. Then foolish people just follow the material value. Then sometimes you forget basic values. So some of these sort of, the merciless people like Hitler or Stalin, when they are young, same human being. But then eventually, circumstances create, they daily forget about basic human nature, basic human value. I think power sometimes easily spoil, and power develop over self-confidence, blind self-confidence, then dangerous. I think if may I say so, the Syria case also, I think that kind of things is happening.